everybody. Here it is, the first Disney layout that you've all been waiting for, but this is Disneyland Paris, not Disneyland in Florida. I did do a video right before this on how I'm going to organize my supplies for my Paris trip. So I will have a Disney portion and I'll have a Paris City portion. And I did a video where I talked through that, showed you how I was storing it, some of the things I'm going to be using. So you can go back and look at that if you missed that and you're interested in that kind of thing. So I'm using this plaid paper from Echo Park Magical Adventure 2. It's the make-believe paper. And then I'm adding in this square of blue polka dot paper from the Echo Park Magical Adventure, just the regular Magical Adventure 12x12 pad. I'm using some ephemera here. That's our ticket or my ticket in that pocket. And that's from the Simple Stories. It's one of the flip pockets in a 3x4. That's loose in there, but it's actually staying pretty well, and I'm fine with that. It would be hard to lose it because of the way that the pockets go on. The other ephemera I have there is the envelope where our documents came in, and it talks about the name of the hotel, and then the Mickey's on there as well too. So I wanted to get that ephemera all on there together. I think it's kind of fun to do that. I do have two other pieces of ephemera, kind of like a little newsletter thing, and then our reservation forms that I'm going to put in 8.5 by 11 page protectors. I'll just pop them in there. I might put like a sticker on there or something, but probably not much. I just want to be able to pull them out and see them if I want to, and I'll just lay those right on in the book right in front of this layout, so it'll all make sense. I could have done it by, making a pocket on a layout, but sometimes that 8.5 by 11 is just as easy, and then it's less bulk. Those are 8.5 by 11 pages. So there's a picture of me waiting outside of the Newport Bay here with my ears on. We're waiting for the bus to go over to the park. And what we didn't realize, one of the park, this is this is us coming off a plane after an 8-hour flight. And quick changing, dropping our luggage off at the concierge, and off we went. And I think I'd had about an hour and a half or 2 hours of sleep, but we had a great time. So that's that photo with my 60 ears on because I was celebrating my birthday. That's why I went to Paris, as I was celebrating my 60th birthday. And then a picture of our actual room, which was very sweet. Thank goodness my daughter-in-law actually took a picture because I forgot to. But we have a shared Google Photos thing that the three of us are sharing back and forth, where we dumped all of our photos in. So it's nice. So if I forgot something, it was easy to go grab it. And then they did the same thing. So I'm loving how the way this flip pocket is going to work on this page. I don't have to do a ton of embellishing here because there's a lot of stuff on here. And I do like when I do travel layouts of places I've been, I love putting ephemera from the trip on there. So I decided, I've got that home, and that came from Shadney with a picture of the castle, or a castle. That's really the castle at Walt Disney World in Florida. The Sleeping Beauty Castle in Disneyland Paris is a little bit different, but only Disney people are going to, really people who are really into Disney are going to know that. And it always feels like I've gone home a little bit whenever I'm on property. It's, one of my happy places. So I'm adding this red sticker that says Wonderful Day. That came from Echo Park Magical Adventure 2 element stickers. And I like how that's pulling in some red from the background. The whole layout was looking very, very pale. And now I'm going to add some red accents because our room was blue and red, so that it had a very nautical theme. As you can see, the whole hotel has a very nautical theme. Then I'm going to add that Mickey head up there. And by the way, Shadney, it's Shadnee, which is the wood veneer. You can find her on Etsy. And then that Mickey head, it's a piece of fabric, a glitter fabric, and it's puffy. And that is from Scraps and Ink. It's bits and pieces from them. So Scraps and Ink. And that's also on Etsy if you're looking for Disney product. So there's lots of that stuff available out there, guys. It's hard to resist buying it. Now, the good news is I have 2 trips that I was on. Well, actually, there's 3 trips because we went with 2 and 3 last April, and then M1 and his mom went with some friends in January, so I have lots of Disney scrapbooking to do. So I know you've been waiting. It's finally coming. I promise. I'm working on editing our Walt Disney World photos now, and we had over 3,000 photos, so between the three of us and the professional ones from Disney, so that's a lot of editing. All right, so, and that's just editing down, not even the changing colors. I don't change colors much, but sometimes I'll brighten photos up, but you don't do that when you have even 1,000 photos anyway. All right, adding in more red again so that I have 3 clusters with red, and that one is just a red label from, it's a cut apart label from LA Studio. And I'm going to add some of the wood veneer that came with that home. It's just like little scattery, sprinkly things. I have some more left here. When I have some left when I'm done. So I'll just use that. And I can use it just on any of the pages because it does look like, it looks like magic. Like when, there's a magic wand. At least that's what I'm saying. So obviously I have developed a love of Disney, or AKA an obsession. It was really fun to go as an adult without children. I love watching the kids enjoy the magic, but boy, sometimes it's just nice not to have to worry about what they're doing. And we actually, you'll see this, we actually had some mulled wine more than once when we were on property because it was cold. It was in the 30s when we were there. It got into the 20s when we watched the fireworks on the second night we were there. So we were doing all the hot chocolate and mulled wine we could. And that was nice because we didn't have kids to worry about. And that is a little bit different, by the way, than some of the properties in the United States. Magic Kingdom in the United States does not, you can't roam with alcohol. You can only have it in the restaurants. So that's a little trivia for you. Definitely worth. These parks are much, much smaller than what you're used to if you're used to Disney World in Florida. But that was really nice. It made them very accessible, and we were able to get everything done that we wanted to get done in 2 days. So, all right. So just adding the wood, the little wood pieces, sprinkling them around here and there. And I really love how this turned out. I wanted to start out with something easy, like when I start a project, I try to do a layout that is not like my favorite photos because I need to kind of get into scrapping mode before I'll do that. So you will see more of these coming, I promise. It might be a few weeks where you see more, but anyway, here is the still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you guys are all well, and I will be back with another layout soon. Bye, everybody.